And until I prayed that prayer that God would break my heart for what breaks his heart, it changed how I saw ministry. I was introduced to a Bible club called Good News Club in Texas while we were there on a tour. And I was there to just help manage the kids. They just needed people to sit with some of the restless children and open snacks and things like that. And so when we moved back to Maryland, I started seeking an opportunity to see if that could happen in the public school here. And I was a little reluctant because I had been in the background up to that point, and now I was trying to lead this. And so only by the grace of God, he just opened door after door, and every time I came up with an excuse to not serve in this way, he would make a way. And so finally I just couldn't deny it. After a year of being back in Maryland, we started up the first Good News Club. I was terrified, but again, God equips the called. He doesn't always call the equipped. The first week we put a flyer out to the entire school. And the first week I had no idea how many children to expect. I was hoping for 20. And when I turned the corner on the first day, there were 35 children waiting for me. I was astounded, very quickly realized I couldn't do this without God. And many times he's kept me humble and on my knees for help at the very last minute, to have adults there to help with the kids. We grew that year to 70 children. We do meet right after school in the local public school. The second year, we had about 55 show up the first day, and that turned into 110 by the end of the year. Our third year, we had 120 children. God has just shown me in every way possible that it's a need. It's a need in our community, that these children need somebody to say they care, and they need to know that Jesus cares. They'll say, well, I don't have a Bible at home. And you know, in a place where we have the freedom to have a Bible, and most people have several laying around their houses, to think that this child doesn't even have a Bible at home. I'm able to offer them that Bible, and I may not see any fruit from it immediately, but eventually I do. And the kids remember me as they go off into middle school and high school, and I love that they see me and I see them, and there's that connection of Jesus Christ and the happiness that I see in their faces from what they've learned. Definitely, I think there's a fear of getting involved. And all I can say about the fear is about ourselves and how we feel. And often I remind myself that Jesus died on that cross for the things I did wrong. And who am I to tell him no when he wants me to serve? There's so many opportunities in ministry, from literally the basic, you know, like I said, I have some people that just come and sit by the kids and, you know, pass out bathroom passes when they need to. It doesn't have to be teaching specifically. It doesn't have to be, you know, the support system has to be there for the whole thing to work. So, you know, you can always start small, because there aren't really any small jobs. They're all important. So don't be afraid to think that that voice inside you that's tugging at you is the voice of God saying, I need you. Will you step forward? Will you say, here I am? And let it be you.